So you're watching this if you want to learn how to create a question for your students in classroom. You come here to create question. Now you only have two options, short answer and multiple choice. So you could pose your question here. What is 1 plus 1? With further instructions, you can still add a link, maybe to a worksheet, a link to another website, whatever you'd like to do. The create button is if you wanted to create something right here, right now, but chances are you would already have something created to share here. You can pose it to one class, all classes, all students, some students, up to you. You can make it graded, ungraded, a due date, assigning it to a topic, and I highly recommend creating topics to stay organized, and that's in another video. But this is where you want to check your settings. So by default, it says students can reply to each other. So what would have to happen is the student would have to answer the question, submit, and then they would see other responses. They would not see responses because that would be like cheating. Okay, so I'm going to see that somebody else put 2, I'm going to put 2. So I have to respond first as a student, and then I would see my classmates' responses if you check this box. If you check students can edit the answer, that's exactly what it is. So this would be like, if we were in the classroom, perhaps you would pose a question at the beginning of the class, give a lesson, and then maybe you want them to edit their answer based on the lesson for that day. So you have to decide what you would like them to do, and then you would ask that question. So I'm going to go to my student version, and see the question did pop up here. I would come in here as the student, view the question. So class comments is here, but as you can see, I can't do anything because I did not allow them to see each other's answers. So on here on the right, the student would type in 2, or whatever the answer is to your question, click turn in, but they can also add a private comment that only you, the teacher, or multiple teachers, if you have more than one teacher in the classroom, the teachers can see this question. So if I did it, I could send that to the teacher and then turn it in. I can't make changes, just giving you the, just in case. Yes, I'm confident with that answer. And I turned it in. Going back to the teacher version, click on the question, and I would see that I assigned it to 2 people. 1 turned it in, still assigned. So if I clicked on that one student, I'd see that he has the answer here, or she has the answer here. And right below here on the left, you can see the private comment. So if kids had, this was a tough question. Do you have something else that I could look at to help me with this question? Private comments are great so that kids can ask the question without worrying if other people see it, or just to give you some sort of feedback for the question. So that is how you would pose a question in Google Classroom.